Hello, everybody. I'm joined by all of DSU right now.
Yes, sir, sonny boy. Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, what do you all want for Christmas? I don't know if they can hear me.
Oh, they can.
This is an amazing idea. This is golden.
I don't know about that one, B-Storm. Oh, the chaos is ensuing here. We got Santa V-Storm. I don't know what you want to be called. Santa V-Storm stroking his beard. V-Santa. Well, that's enough of that. We're gonna switch it to me here.
Have a good stream.
Thank you. We just started and Penn's already baseball me. This is great.
Bro. I've been up too long for this. We should go to stats.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good to me. All right, so starting out with stats here, we got the Division A team standings. Burger and Los Niños are tied at 6-1. They both have some pretty good stats. Anything you're seeing here?
Honestly, I think that the most important part of tonight will be this matchup. We're going to see if they can pull Burger down, kind of solidify Los Niños at the top, and if Super Soakers can make like a jump into a 2-spot almost. It'd have to probably be a sweep, but you never really know.
Yeah, I mean, they could get up a little bit, but I think their win percentage is just... I think they need a 3-0 to even have a chance. I haven't done the math on it, but... yeah, it'll be close. I mean, Div A seems to be pretty balanced, all things considered. You got 2 6-1 teams, 2 1-6 teams, and then you have your middle of the pack, 3-5, 3-4, 4-4, 5-2. It's about what you kind of come to expect, but... Yeah, Burger, I mean, they're leading in win percentage, goals, and assists. Those are all some pretty good stats to be leading in.
Yeah, Super Soakers isn't far behind though in any of those stats. I think the one thing that's gonna come into fruition here is really just goals against and shots against. They're both pretty equal in shots against, but really, will Super Soakers let in more goals? Will that stat reign true today? And honestly, with a fighting attack that Burger has, it definitely could.
Yeah, for sure. And now we'll get into the team stats here, starting with the Super Soakers.
Yeah, I can take these guys for you. So Ren, very flashy player. Pretty average stats around the board though. But Ren, yeah, flashy player, almost a goal a game, which is good for Div A. Shooting percentage at 33%, high demos per game. I mean, you can't really ask more from a Div A captain other than like league leadings. But even then, they're 5-2. I wouldn't be complaining. Brick Wall, first pick in the draft in Div A, been playing extremely well, and Swamp, the ground mechanic master, so we'll see. Honestly, this team could either come out and take them to 5, or they could come out and throw them a thrashing, or they could come out and lose it all. Like, I can't pick away with this team.
Yeah, no, that's very, very fair. So, kind of depends who shows up tonight. And moving on, we'll go over to Burger. Burger, their stats are a little bit more outstanding, if you will. Parker, 1.21 goals per game. I'm surprised that's not number 1, but that's pretty dang high. And Hypnotic and Chewy, they're not slacking either at 0.83 and 0.69 both. And then Chewy leading the whole Div A in assists per game and saves per game. What can this team not do? Like they have some pretty high stats between all of the different stats between their players.
Yeah, if I'm looking at anything, I'm looking at Hypnotic and Chewy to be a little more effective on the shooting percentage. Other than that, you really can't ask for much more. I mean, the fact that your third man is league leading in 2, like separate stats, is insane. And honestly, this could really go either way.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 6-1 and a 5-2 team. Obviously, Super Soakers might be looking to try to dethrone Burger from the number 1. But they're both very good teams. It's a pretty exciting matchup, and Super Soakers, I believe, have only been on stream once, so they should be looking forward to this game a lot as well.
Yeah, And honestly, for Div A matchups, I could see both these teams easily making it into LAN. When I look at that list, teams that I'm thinking, because we're only getting the top 3 this season, I'm seeing Burger, Los Niños, Super Soakers, Acrobatic Aura. Those are my, like, I mean, they are the top 4, but those teams came into the season, I'm like, those teams can easily make LAN. Teams underneath that, I'm not writing them off at all, but it's going to be a little more rough, especially when you're working around having to play a playing game or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think there's any like real play-in games like Divs B, C, and D. It is just an 18 bracket, but even then, I mean, Netflix and Krill having to potentially go against either Burger or Los Niños, that's a pretty uphill battle for them. So obviously nothing's impossible, but definitely not a place where you would want to be.
Yeah, and we're currently waiting on a couple players, but yeah, when I look at this thing, I mean, to understand like how crazy this is, Super Soaker's first loss in week 1 was against Tree Amigos, who are currently 1-6. So like, teams definitely fluctuated since the start of the season. Am I writing anyone off? No. Netflix and Krill have actually looked really good in these last few weeks, so I could see them making a Cinderella story like that. It could honestly either lose out twice or just go all the way. I don't see an in-between them. And then Acrobatic Aura. I think this is honestly the worst I've ever seen Ren 16 do in the regular season, if I'm not mistaken. But then again, I haven't been around for too many seasons.
Oh, sorry, I was just pointing to the DM. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how everything works out between all these different teams. It's always exciting when you have Div A. Super fun to watch. Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah, I'm currently waiting on a couple players to get into the game, but we are still around 5 minutes prior. This is I think a good time for good old predictions. What do you think, Omega?
I'm gonna say Burger take it in 4, 3-1.
4?
Yeah.
Honestly, I see where you're coming from. I'm gonna go against my better judgment. I want to say Burger, but I'm gonna go Super Soakers in 5.
Yeah, I mean, this game, I could see it easily going to 5. It should be a pretty close matchup between both teams. Yeah, both teams have had plenty of time to improve, and I think they've both worked with their teams as the course of the seasons went on. So, obviously, as you were saying, the way that Super Soakers looked at the beginning of the season might not be anywhere near what they look like now. So, they were only on stream once, and I believe that was earlier on in the season. So.
That was actually the game they lost
that game?
to Tree Amigos. Yeah, week 1.
Yeah, they're looking for a bit of stream redemption then, huh?
I don't doubt it if that's what they're thinking. Currently, the only team that we're waiting for though is Super Soakers to get into the into our party here, so we can start this up. Yeah, no, honestly, if anyone I'm looking out for in this week to like outperform what I expect is probably Ren. Ren, when I did see him that first week, was a little underwhelming. They kind of looked a little weak against that Tree Amigos side, but I could see him becoming one of the standout players in this season and seasons to come. I just need to see that flashy playstyle or that effective pressure that the stats portray.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like we're about to get into the game here. Just waiting on confirmation from the Super Soakers. I was gonna say, I don't know about you, but I'm excited. But I do know about you. You're excited about this one too. So.
Yeah, that's the first thing I said when I hopped in the call with you. I'm like, I am excited for this game. This game could go either way. And this is a matchup I thought had already happened. I'm not gonna lie. I talked to Swamp like maybe twice a week, but I had already thought he talked about playing this team. So I'm happy that it came in last week. I got a chance to cast and not stream it, and I'm happy it's getting streamed. Honestly, this was a bit of a tight grab for a stream, but It came through, and I'm ready for this to roll.
Yeah, I'm just about to get into the game here. Time for me to forget everything I've learned about streaming right here.
There you go.
I'll have to hope the overlay is working. It's never a guarantee.
Oh. Will we get a correct overlay? Looks like it. Oh.
That's exciting.
Yep. And we are off in game 1. Honestly, the player that I've been like talking to the most out of these teams is probably Chewy. He plays with my captain a lot, but that man single-handedly ruined Remzik day when Burger played this team, because he was just impressed at the fact that Chewy at the time, sitting around 14, low 1500, was playing at the high level that he was.
Yeah, Div A, there's been a few interesting picks. I know you mentioned Chewy being a bit of a low player at the start of the season, but there are picks such as people like Spoopy Men on Remzik's team comes to mind. That he was going to be a Div B captain, but they fast-tracked him up to Div A. I think he's been doing pretty decent this season too, so...
I mean, they're even. That's really all you can ask for. Swamp tries to go for the dunk. Not able to get it around Hypnotic, who sends it wide, but Ren's there to follow. Sends it down to Brick Wall. Brick Wall can't get 2, but Swamp's there to follow, and he sends it home. And we are 1-0. And the good old Super Soakers are up.
Yeah, Brick Wall touches from the backboard, and Swamp's there in the air. Maybe a little surprising considering he's known for his ground game, but it's a great shot from Swamp Donkey to put the Super Soakers up here right away in game 1.
Yeah, and that's what you want if you're on the Super Soaker side. You want to start off early and start off aggressive. You want to take as many games you can in the start, so you're not trying to fight back from like a 1 down or 2 down situation, which they have historically, looking at their record, not been the biggest fans of.
Yeah. Brick Wall is just going to sit back here, try to read Parker off the wall. Not quite able to, as Parker's going to hit that one towards Super Soaker's end. Brick Wall is just going to have a bit of an unfortunate miss there. Chewy's going to try to tap that one in, but Ren's there for a save. Ren's going to try to control this ball, hits it out to Parker. See what Parker can do off the sidewall, tries to pass it to Hypnotic, who gets a shot on net, but Swamp Donkey's there for a save.
Yeah, Swamp cut that angle down beautifully and fast as hell. As Ren tries to receive Parker's touch, unable to do so. This floats high for Hypnotic. He gets 1. Can he get the ceiling? No, he cannot. He falls down, but that was a great attempt. Brick Wall receives into the corner. Can't get it over Parker. He gets a nice touch to the backboard, but Ren's there. Ren looking to get it out of his own half. He gets a nice touch over 1, but not around 2. Chewy stops, and Swamp just kind of gives it back to Chewy.
Yeah, Chewy just hitting the ball again. Parker is going to back away, try to be the last man for Burger here. He flies right past that ball, and Brick Wall can't quite find the corner of the net to slot that one in. Swamp Dog is going to try to take this one around, bumps Hypnotic in the process. Parker's up here trying to do something cool, hits it off the backboard. Chewy's not quite able to find a touch. Ren's going to try to get a double, can't quite. Hypnotic's just going to send that one booming right back to the Super Soakers half. Chewy's going to get a bit of a pre-jump there, can't quite find it. And I'm liking the pressure I'm seeing from Super Soakers.
Yeah, and that's a great attempt there, but Chewy's on the backboard, able to receive. He's able to get it out fully, but will he get it past 1? He does, straight to Parker. Parker is up high, sends it to the backboard, with Brick Wall gets a nice save. Chewy trying to put something on target, but he and Hypnotic have a bit of miscommunication that falls out wide. This is a nice touch from Parker. It's high in the middle, but Brick Wall's there, and that's a great clear, but not good enough to get Chewy out of the way. Swamp has to get it off, and he gets it wide. Honestly, that was a great double by Swamp to get it out, but just the angle he got it out of that corner in is really, really, really impressive for me.
Oh, 100%. Swamp Donkey, as we're talking about, he's going to follow up on the ball here, get a bump on Parker. He's going to go back for the ball again. He's just been all over the ball all game, it looks like. Brick Wall's going to try to read this, can't quite. Swamp Donkey's last. He's going to go for an aggressive challenge. It'll work out. He's going to try to hit that one past Chewy. not quite able to. And Ren's going to challenge. This one's going to go straight towards Burger's net. Parker's there with a great flying save as we have less than a minute left here in game one.
Yeah. Oh, this is not looking good, but it goes wide. Chewy tries to do something by himself, but Ren cuts it off. And Swamp Donkey gets the clear straight out to Ren. Ren sends it to the corner. Swamp Donkey's demoed for his efforts, but brick wall doesn't get the touch. Parker takes it to the corner beautifully and can't do much from it. Honestly, that was looking really good. Hypnotic gets a shot on net. That was a great pass, but nothing comes through. And if you're Burger, you just want to put something on that they just cannot stop, because this is looking rough. 10 seconds left. Chewy goes for the demo net, doesn't get it. Parker sends the ball middle, but Ren's there. He launches it high. Chewy's to get it to the corner, but time's running out. Ren sends one to the middle. Hypnotic's there, but it's a bad touch, and this is up. 0 seconds. No one's touching it. Chewy gets a touch to keep it up, but it's sent down, and Super Soakers take game one.
Yeah, I was going to say this looked a little uncharacteristic from Burger. They really didn't have a lot of pressure, and they just didn't score at all. That's not really what I expected to see coming out from Burger here in a game one. I thought they would have tried to, start with a lot of pressure, and I mean, maybe they did, but it just did not work out for them in this game.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're looking at anyone in this match, it's Chewy. Man put 51 touches on, but he's the only one on his team who seems to be doing anything on the offensive side, with his teammates boasting scores barely around 200, which is not what you want to see if you're trying to win games on the Burger side.
Definitely not. What do you think they have to change up here to get some pressure going into game two?
I think it's really just good looks. They'd get a couple balls around people, but like they never had a good passing look that was placed well on their teammate. They had a couple where they send it mid, but it was too slow, or it was too close to net, and it was just easily savable. So if I'm looking for anything right now, I'm looking for specifically Hypnotic and Parker to connect more as a duo, because they honestly have been doing that all season.
Yeah, it's a very good point you bring out there. It was interesting that they did have more shots on net than the Super Soakers as well. But Super Soakers pull through the 1-0 win here in game one as we move on to game two. Chewy's going to try to immediately pass it to Hypnotic, but Swamp Donkey's there to cut that off. Ren's going to hit this one towards the Burger side, and Parker's just going to try to get a good clear, which he does. Swamp with the early commit, goes for another touch on it. He and Brickwall double commit, leaving Ren all alone. Parker with a great pass, and Hypnotic can't finish it.
Yeah, it was almost going, but not quite. Swamp tries to send something middle, but straight to Parker. And Chewy receives from the side. Can he get it over one? No, not over Swamp. And Brickwall sends it to the wall, but straight to Hypnotic, who has a great touch mid. Parker goes, but doesn't get it. This flies out to Brickwall on the pass. He passes it back to Swamp. It misses wide, and oh, that was such a good look. They want that back. Brickwall almost, but nothing falls, and Chewy looks like he's going to get this clear.
Yeah, Hypnotic trying to hit it out towards Parker. Does not quite find a touch on the ball. So it's going to go back to Chewy anyways, and this one might go in. It's not in yet, and Chewy's going to put it in here.
Yeah, Chewy able to work it around and get a shot on net, but it doesn't. I mean, that's just the worst feeling shots, because it's like if you're on the defensive side, you just can't do anything. It's floating there, and unless you have a great position, you're just done for, and you just have to watch it.
Yeah, it's one of those awkward angles where you have to pinch it out almost with the sidewall. And that's just such a difficult angle to go for in such a small amount of time. But Swamp, yeah, Swamp's in a counter with a really well-placed shot.
Yeah, this floats out from Parker, but Swamp reads it from a mile away, but sends a placement masterclass right there into the top left. And, I mean, I thought it was getting saved, but it went in beautifully, and we're tied up.
Yeah, it's about as good of placement as you can get on a shot, so props to Swamp Donkey there. This one's going to go straight to Hypnotic on the touch from Super Soakers. It's a great little touch there from Parker, but Swamp is just faster. Chewy's going to try to get this one going towards the net, and Brickwall's just going to hit it completely around him. Swamp Donkey and Parker with a 50. Hypnotic gets there quick, but this one's a little bit off target as well here. Parker's just going to try to maybe commit. Nope, it's going to be Chewy. And Parker and Hypnotic are both there in the same spot. Ren's going to try to get it around, but Hypnotic's there. It's a one-on-one here. It's a good 50 there from Brick Wall to get the ball away from their half, though.
Yeah, Chewy cut that off perfectly, but it's sent high. Hypnotic gets a touchdown, but it's straight to Brick Wall. It puts a shot on net. And Super Soakers are up 2-1 with 3 minutes left.
Yeah, that's just an unfortunate touch from Hypnotic straight to the ceiling, and Brick Wall followed it up. If you're Super Soakers, you'll definitely take that one and, you know, take the lead here in Game 2.
Yeah, and honestly, this is kind of what we saw last game where they get this lead. Now, I'm wondering if they're going to do what they did last game, which is almost like hunkering down. They would like play to corners, not give them many good looks on offense, and it's what kind of cut off this Burger team. But a demo on each other from Chewy and Brick Wall as this floats mid. Only Swamp there. This floats out to Brick, but he has to get it wide. But it's straight to Ren. That's a good touch over one by Ren, but no one to follow, and this is just going to be Hypnotic in the corner.
Yeah, this one, once again, just the ball seems to be kind of sitting here. Brickwall is going to barely hit it. This Parker is just going to try to wave dash or something. I don't even know what that was. I think he wanted a little bit of momentum there, but what do I know? I'm some lowly Div B player trying to read what these Div A guys are doing. This Brickwall is going to try to get this one around. Swamp Donkey's there. He's going to try to play a 50. This one's going to go back to Ren. And Chewy's going to hit this one away. Ren's going to get this one mid. Is anybody there for Super Soakers? Not quite.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to what Swamp did there like not too long ago. He was playing in that corner, but he played a slow ball that would fly a little wide. But instead, I should be talking about Ren, who lays a shot in. What a pass from Brick Wall. Just too fast off the backboard, and no one read it.
Yeah, it's a great pass and some pretty good placement there too, as everybody on Burger is just caught a little bit off guard by it. And Super Soakers with a somewhat comfortable 2-goal lead here, having only given up 1 goal so far in the first 8.5 minutes of this series.
Yeah, it was an awkward double commit right there between Ren and Swamp, but they recover well off Rem's double. Swamp lets this float to the backboard. Hypnotic gets an awkward touch to his own corner. Chewy's there, but no boost in the tank. Swamp receives it in the corner, sends to Ren. Ren off the backboard. Swamp to follow, but no one's able to put anything on net, and this will head out wide.
Yeah, Brickwall's going to try to control it with a bunch of boosts, but Chewy's there for an early challenge. We see a double commit from Swamp and Ren. This could be very dangerous, as Hypnotic's going to try to put that one towards net. Can't quite, but it's going to go out to Parker, who's going to score it.
Yeah, honestly, that's happened twice in this singular like playthrough, and if I'm Ren Swamp, I want to talk that over, start building up that communication a little more, because that can't happen twice. You can't give up possession and then a goal off of a double commit, especially not in Div A.
Yeah, double commits will be punished at almost any level of Rocket League, but like you said, Div A, it's very, very bad to have a double commit. Swamp Donkey's going to try to just control this one. It's up to Ren. I did not quite think Ren was going to get another touch on there. Swamp Donkey's going to try to hit this one out. So it goes back towards the Super Soakers net, but it's a great clear. Parker's going to hit this one down to Chewy, who can't quite find a touch on the ball. This Brickwall's just going to stay on it again. Swamp Donkey's there.
Brickwall stuck to that ball like glue and works it around too. That touch over touch against Parker and touch over Hypnotic, just stunning by Brickwall, and Swamp great to be there to finish it off. But yeah, no, this is not looking good for Burger. A lot of these times they'll get a lead, and this Super Soaker side is just floating the ball across slowly but surely, killing time here as this ball just kind of dies up in the air. It was almost a nice attempt from Parker though, as this floats down. Ren has it in front of the net, tries to put a shot on target, nothing falls. Hypnotic sends it out wide. It's almost a nice attempt here by Swamp to send something mid, but this is probably just going to fall, and we're going to have game number 2 done. Super Soakers take a 2-0 lead.
Yeah.
Match point.
I don't know if I expected it to go this way, but Super Soakers are coming out really dominant here. Swamp Donkey with 500 points and 2 goals. Brickwall with 2 assists. Yeah, they had so much more pressure this game than last game as well. I think they doubled their number of shots. All around, I'd say it was a much better game from Super Soakers. I was gonna say the double commits were not very good when they did happen, but other than that, Super Soakers played very good.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just been a game of third men so far, and if you're Burger, you want to make this a game of first men. You know that Parker can perform at a high level, and I'm honestly not seeing it right now. I'm looking for him to specifically come out in this next match, and to take a little bit of emphasis off Chewy. They've put Chewy in a lot of awkward situations, but on the Super Soaker side, I think they just continue doing what they're doing. Red and Brick Wall getting great touches around the enemy team, Swamp Donkey putting in great finishes. That's really all you want.
100%. Yeah, we're getting into game 3 here. Burger, they have very uphill road ahead of them, if you will. Having to complete a reverse sweep now is not something that you ever really want to have to do. But Hypnotic's going to send that one home right away.
Yeah, this floats out awkwardly. Brick Wall tries to get a touch over Hypnotic, but he's already in the air. And this just floats perfectly top left. And that is exactly what we want to see if you're a Burger fan.
Yeah, they did have a lead early on in last game, though, and we see how that worked out for them. So they're going to have to make sure that they keep the lead here. Hypnotic's going to hit that around 1, get a demo on another. It's just Parker against Swamp Donkey. He's going to go for the fake, and this one's going to 50 in.
Yeah, that was a great demo play there by Hypnotic. And Parker, way to follow this up. Play towards his own angles. He knows where he's going to be good there. And Swamp's kind of a fish in water right there. A fish in a barrel as he just gets shot upon.
Yeah, this is a different type of offense I'm seeing from Burger, though. They're actually, getting stuff done here and scoring very quick, very fast. I'd love to see it from them here. They're trying to get a third. And it looked like Parker and Hypnotic almost bumped each other. It seems Chewy in a very awkward situation. It's a crossbar, and all of a sudden there's nobody from Super Soakers back to defend.
Yeah, they triple committed, and honestly it was a good flick, but no follow-up. And Brick Wall and Ren just kind of miscommunicated. I'm not quite sure. They just kind of left their own side, and Parker gets a little musty into the net. And they're up 3-0 already.
Yeah, it's a lot different we're seeing from Burger here. It's a great demo play from Super Soakers, trying to catch Burger a little off guard, not able to. This one's going to hang mid in front of the net for a little bit, but Parker and Chewy are able to get it out of their half. This Parker's going to try to hit this one up to Chewy, but Ren's there to intercept it right away and turn the ball back on offense here for Super Soakers, something they need a lot of right now.
Yeah, Ren's been actually making some really nice touches this match. And even in this game, I've seen a couple of them, but he's going to have to start making a little more offensive pressure if he's going to want to come through for his team here.
For sure. And this one's just going to keep lingering in the Super Soakers half. Parker's going to go for a flip reset. Swamp Donkey's going to go for an early challenge, and Chewy and Brick Wall go for a 50. This one's straight out to Parker. We'll see what he can do with it. As Swamp Donkey's just going to send this one back. Ren's here, tries to get around Chewy. It's a great beat. Brick Wall's last on defense here. He'll just clear it away.
Actually, he has a little bit more of a controlled touch than you thought. Swamp goes for a double off backward, can't find it. Is Ren there to follow up? Yes, he is. His placement there, almost. And Brick Wall, I'm not sure if that was a whiff or an accident, but yeah. A little awkward of a recovery by Brick Wall, and he just hezzies a little too hard there. Chewy gets a touch around 1, and Parker puts it clean through, and they're up 4-0, and we still have 3 minutes of Rocket League left.
Yeah, we've all done it before, where we try to catch the ball a certain way, and we just end up missing it entirely. Maybe you haven't, but I know I've done that plenty of times. It's a feels bad moment for Super Soakers. It's going to add to the pain here as Burger's up 4-0. Super Soakers, they got to start looking for some goals now, and all of them are up so far on offense. I feel like they're being almost a little too aggressive here. Hypnotic's trying to make it 5-0, and that's just going to go in.
Yeah, I think this is just a bit of a desperation attempt here by Super Soakers running into the end of this. If I'm them, I'm scratching this one. I'm looking next, and honestly, carrot on the cake. Swamp loses this connection, but honestly, I think they're just gonna ask to play on. Swamp's already back in. This happens every once in a while, but funny enough, I don't think this ever happened in Dcrls, but it happens in stream out of any time.
Yeah, for
That's
real.
funny.
Super Soakers will get one back here. This brick wall hits that one into Parker, who hits it to Ren, who's there for the almost open net. Hypnotic was there, but tried to get saved, couldn't quite find it. Super Soakers find one, but they got 4 more.
Yeah, and honestly, it's not over till it's over. I mean, especially not in Div A. These players can come through and score stuff that I can't imagine. And they can do it at insanely fast rates. So could this happen? Could they somehow pull something back? I mean, 4 goals, that's 30 seconds a goal. It's not too like scary of an idea. Ooh.
Yeah, it's definitely not too far-fetched, but with time ticking down, they got to get another here. Swamp Donkey with a bit of a fake, and there's a demo on Ren. It's a great play from Burger. They try to get the offense dying down a bit, but Swamp Dog is going to take it around, go for the flick. Can't quite get it. Ren's going to put that one back in the net.
Hey, we had 30 seconds apiece, and they're 6 seconds early on the first one. Swamp Donkey, great flick, throws off Chewy. Ren follows up perfectly, and it's only a 3-goal lead.
Yeah, 3 goals. It's definitely a lot more doable than 5. Times, like I said before, still running out. Brick Walls are trying to sneak that one past Parker. Not quite able to. Swamp Donkey's going to hit that one over to Hypnotic, who's going to try to control it. Not able to. Ren's going to smack that one straight down. I love that touch, but Chewy was able to read it. Parker's going to go for a flick. Does not quite get it over Swamp Donkey. Chewy's there right away for the pressure. Hypnotic's going to hit that one towards the net. It looks like it's going to go in, and it does.
That's a great angle from Hypnotic out of the zone, out of the side, but ooh. He is demoed for his efforts, but dang. No one back, no one ready. That's so hard to expect and so hard to be ready for.
Yeah, 100%. This Burger ups their lead to 4. The minute 11 left. It's definitely a tall order, as we've been saying from Super Soakers, but yeah, they got to get some pressure now. And this one looks like it could be going in. Looked like a great save attempt from Chewy, but Brick Wall is able to find a way to put that one in.
Yeah, and even if this doesn't go entirely their way, to be honest, this is exactly what we want to see. Your offense is still working. You're still getting goals. You know that if you go into the next game, you can still put some good pressure on, and you're not in a slump or anything.
Yeah, 100%. As Chewy's going to try to attack on a 7th. It's a 50 with Ren. It's going to go out to Parker, who gets demoed. I like that demo. Chewy's going to try to drop this one down. It's a bit off net. Swamp's going to try to maybe hit it over to a teammate. No, he's just going to end up trying to 50 the ball. This is going to roll in for Ren.
I mean, it's a little slow on the goal score, but that bump honestly comes out really well timed by Swamp. No one back. I'm pretty sure both going for boosts, and it's only 2 away. And we got around 40 seconds of Rocket League here. It's not too far-fetched.
Definitely not. Brick Wall's going to try to control this, uses up all of his boost, gets a favorable 50. He's up for it, but Chewy's going to hit this one away. And right now, if you're Burger, you're just trying to play keep away and put the ball wherever Super Soakers are not.
Yeah, but it doesn't quite work. Swamp tries to send it middle, doesn't quite fall. Chewy gets to touch to his own corner. They're all kind of pushed up here, but they have to be. Ren receives it in the corner. Can he get it around? He can, but Brick Wall gets bumped, and that's enough to kind of send him away, and this will end off. Burger take a game, and we are 2-1 heading to game number 4.
Yeah, they've taken the first step towards the reverse sweep, but the road is far from finished. Parker, 850 points, 3 goals. Hypnotic also having 3 goals. I feel like it's the first game where I've really seen them come alive and actually score, kind of like their stats would suggest.
Yeah, no, I said last game at the end that Parker needed to come out and Hypnotic needed to come out. And they came out in firing form. Although, it was on the back of a little bit of Chewy here with 4 assists, which is insane. Honestly, that's a number. That's why he's league leading in assists right there. But he also has 2 amazing shooters to pass to, so it's not too hard to believe.
Yeah, what I think is crazy, though, is look at the amount of shots that Burger had. Look at the efficiency. 6 for 8 compared to Super Soakers. What is that? 4 for 16? The shooting percentage for Burger is crazy high on this game.
Yeah, and when you're playing Desperation, you have to put a lot of shots on that you don't believe in. But they were playing Desperation Ball from like the first minute out, so that's not too hard to believe. And honestly, if I'm coming into this game, if I'm on Super Soaker's side, I'm looking to finish it off, but it's really hard to finish the last game of a series.
Yeah, the last game is always the toughest. They're looking to get started out hot right away. This Brick Wall's going to take a 50 with Chewy. Ren turns right away. Gets a demo on 1. Hypnotic's last back. He's going to hit this out to the right side. So Ren's going to tap it back towards teammate Brick Wall. This one's going to just stay in the corner for a bit. Swamp Donkey's going to maybe read it again. That would have been crazy. Ren's up, trying to get it over Parker. Not quite able to. Brick Wall gets a 50 with Parker. And Burger's going to clear it out.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with people and why they want to do fun, silly cars, but I think he's rocking the what is that, the Jaguar right now? Or Jaeger, that's what it is.
I wouldn't know. I don't know like many of the cars, but...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ren's rocking the Jaeger right now, unless I'm entirely wrong.
I think that's a
But
Jaeger.
I was playing with Renzik the other night, and he literally only played in the Zippy, and I was like, what the heck? And a lot of and you're rocking the remix, so like people are just loving their weird cars right now. It makes no sense to me.
Hey, sometimes the weird cars feel a little bit better with the hitboxes. You know, there's only like 6 of them, so some cars are gonna fit naturally a little bit better than others, and maybe the Jaeger's one of them. I know it's a go-to for some people. Might be Ren's go-to, but I'm just speculating now, as it's a great shot on net from Burger, but 2 Super Soakers defenders are there to hit it out. Parker, I thought that was going to be on net. Not quite, and Ren's going to just boom this one with a pinch.
Oh!
He's going to finish it and give Super Soakers an early lead.
Yeah, that's a hard read to begin with, and the fact that it's coming off that corner, Hypnotic just doesn't get it correctly. Swamp with an easy follow-through, and we're looking at 1-0 Super Soakers. This is giving me PTSD of Game 1.
Yeah, that would require both teams to remain scoreless from here on out, though. And after Burger's performance last game, I don't think that's especially likely here. Hypnotic's going to hit this one out to the side. Brick Wall's going to get a bit of a pinch here as Chewy finds the full boost. He's going to try to do something with this. Gets it over 1, off the ceiling maybe, not quite. This Brick Wall with some great backboard defense is going to hit it away. He's going to play a 50 on Chewy. This one's going to go straight up to the ceiling. Chewy's going to hit this one. It goes kind of mid, but Ren's there super quickly to hit it away.
Yeah, Swamp follows up. He goes high here, not his normal stereotype, but it falls slowly, and Parker gets a free ball to play with. He gets something in the corner, gets a double, but nothing quite goes for it. Chewy tries to follow up. Doesn't happen. An interesting back pass from Hypnotic, I think that was. But doesn't work out fully, and they're just trying to get some type of offensive pressure here with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left.
Yeah, for sure. 2 minutes, 10 seconds, still plenty of time though. It's just a 1-goal game. You had Super Soakers fighting from 5 below last game with 2.5 minutes, so I'm liking the odds for Burger a little bit more than the odds for Super Soakers last game, but Ren's gonna try to shove this one right into Burger's net, not quite able to. Chewy's going to hit it away. Brick Wall's going to touch that one back mid over towards Hypnotic. Ren's going to hit that one almost into the net. Looked a little closer than they might have liked, but looks like a bit of an open net opportunity and not quite able to find anything.
Yeah, sadly it wasn't open, but it was a good pass attempt. A lot of speed coming out here from this Burger side, trying to get something to fall. A little bit more demos, a little bit more bumping. They're trying to get something to open up here, but it really isn't. This has been some pretty good lockdown D all in all from this Super Soaker side.
Yeah, they seem to be really good at that. As we've mentioned, game 1, it was a 1-0 win. Looks like that's exactly what they're going for here. Hypnotic's going to try to hit this one to the corner, get it out mid. It's Ren with a great touch to the side. Swamp Donkey's going to try to follow up on this, gets the boost, forces a miss on one. He's going to pinch this back mid, and Hypnotic's going to clear it out over towards Brick Wall. Ren commits as well. Swamp Donkey looks to be a last here. It's a great turn from Brick Wall, and Swamp Donkey's going to get demoed here.
Yeah, but it falls on Parker. He sends a flick on net, but nothing else. Brick Wall launches one deep into the blue side. Parker cuts it off and sends it to the mid. Ren immediately up to stop him. Parker just can't get any room to breathe in this game, and it's suffocating for him.
Yeah, Parker puts a shot on net. I thought that was going to go in for a second. It looked like it was maybe past one. And we know how that always works. You expect one teammate to hit it, and all of a sudden they don't. The ball just floats in. But that's not the case here. As clock's ticking down, we got 2 seconds left here. And Ren's just going to opt to try to kill it. 0 seconds series point here. Burger needs to score.
Yeah, to end this game, can Burger keep it up? Parker gets an awkward touch and slip falls. Super Soakers take this game. Wow.
Yeah, they put on a
What a
defensive masterclass in games 1 and 4. That was not what I was expecting, to shut out Burger in 2 games. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they shot super heavy. They shot only 4 shots all in all. And in those 4 shots, however, Swamp Donkey pulls one off, and they just play the most lockdown D you've ever seen. They looked like they were playing in an actual soccer league where they're just trying to hold that one goal to keep themselves alive. And if you're trying to work your way into a second place spot, that might have been it, honestly. But I just unless this the current second place team loses pretty heavily this week, I don't see it happening. But it was a good match all in all from Super Soaker, and I can't wait to see how they look during the playoffs.
Yeah, well, we have the interview. We're going to drag him in.
Word.
Congrats on the win, guys. You played super great. My first question for you guys is, was your strategy to kind of just play lockdown defense? Games 1 and 4, you guys did not give up any goals to Burger, and they are a very goal-scoring heavy team.
I mean, yeah, I'd say we're probably just the best defensive team in the league. I don't know. We're just always locked down. We always got Donkey back. I mean, Ren can basically save everything, and I'm the brick wall. So yeah, we're just the goats.
Makes sense with your name.
So cringe.
You were definitely a brick wall.
No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I mean, Burger's pretty good, but yeah, I don't have much to say. I mean, I don't know how. Every single series we play, we just give one game to the other team for absolutely no reason, and
doesn't matter
like,
who.
Yeah, like I said in game chat, I had to turn my monitor on real quick, so we had to lock in.
Yeah, honestly, y'all looked fantastic that game. Specifically, I personally liked your games 1 and 4. That ability to hold off a team as effective at shooting as Parker, Hypnotic, and Chewy. I'm not gonna lie, I expected way more shootouts like game 3, but y'all held them really well. Honestly, if I gotta give props to anyone here, it's probably Swamp. When the ball came to you and it was those games, you just held it, and like you would just launch either in the air, controlled, or held it for some reason for so long. Every touch was just delaying. It made no sense, but it worked out beautifully.
I gotta give them time to rotate. That's it. Gotta give them time.
Yeah, so you guys have a 6-2 record going into playoffs. Is there any team you have in mind that you might run into? Starting to prepare for playoffs?
I was told that we're most likely gonna pick between Netflix and Krill and whoever the 5 seed is. Those are the options we'll have for picking our opponent.
Fair enough. Is there one of them you
So-
prefer, or are you not
No.
you're not going to disclose that here?
We asked right away if we were the 1 seed, we're not. If we could pick the 2 seed, and they
We
said
won
no.
the 2 seed.
We wanted the 2 seed.
Yeah, you guys had a bit of
So-
a lower win percentage, but you guys definitely showed out here. Penn, you got any more questions for these guys?
Yeah, I'll toss one over to Ren. Honestly, coming into the season, you came in as the lowest captain. You got your hands on brick wall, but what was the thought process on picking Swamp?
So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of came in. I didn't know anyone, and Swamp was one of the only people I actually recognized because we met once, like 2 years ago. So like
Yes.
I knew Brick Wall before, and I kind of knew Swamp, and I'm like, I know people, and then team.
Hey, fair enough. It's working for you guys. Coming in the top three here, about to go into playoffs. Are you feeling confident in your team, Ren?
Absolutely, yeah. We've already won. I'm that confident.
So,
We're just the goats.
that's all I got, Omega.
I love the
Uh,
confidence. I wish you guys good luck in the playoffs here. Yeah, it's been a great season. Fun to watch you guys play. Good luck in the playoffs. I don't really have anything else.
Sounds great. Thanks for the stream, guys.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
problem.
thank
Thank
you.
Well, that was game 1 of 4 we have on stream tonight. So it'll be a long one, but it'll be super exciting. Up next, we got Spaced Out and Planetary Trio in Division D.
Ooh, honestly, that's gonna be a fun matchup. I'm gonna be looking for specifically Planetary Trio to perform. They've been looking a little awkward in the last few weeks, but yeah, Spaced Out again, very good team by themselves. Those are two teams that I think are sleepers, even if they aren't at the top of the league.
Yeah, for sure. But this one is done. 3-1 Super Soakers win over Burger. I'm Omega. That's Penn. We'll see you guys in about 10 minutes.